Can you hear me now, Frida?
So 1 year, 1 girl, 1 dog. My last shot at making a vlog? Well, that's really the question I've been asking myself. And the real question behind all of this that I have been using to make my decisions in these last couple months is, how simple, beautiful, and wild can I live and be that will truly set my heart and human spirit free? And I say human spirit because I believe our soul is eternal. That doesn't need any work, but the human spirit in this world, I think that our whole body and our mind and our emotions are designed to set that spirit free in this world. And that's really what everything's been about. And it's just been me trying to find different ways to say that and to share it with you. And so the disease that I have, that I've been struggling with my whole life,
Can you hear me now?
is I feel like I need to explain myself all the time. And so my challenge to myself and with you, and it hasn't worked out well even the last few months, so this will be a challenge for me, is can I show you and stop trying to tell you what kind of world that I believe that we can live in and stay free as human. And that really is what I talk about when falling in love with being human and doing the work. And the doing the work part, 99.9% of people don't really want to do that. But what I want to do is show you what I have found in my time of study for these last 40 years, and also what I've really learned. And I never would have learned this if I hadn't been out here living, so simply and in the dirt, basically. How amazing that is. I mean, there's such a profound shift, and it's not really something I've been able to explain verbally and have it be connecting at all. So my work for myself this year is to share with you how it feels to really be fully human and fully alive. And not in that, social media, look at my cute Instagram kind of picture way, but I want to challenge myself to go even deeper into this process of being human. And I made a list of about 100 things that we normally would do every single day as a human before we were civilized. And I don't believe going back in time is the answer, but I want to see how many of those things I can accomplish in my life and see how many other changes will take place in me. And I think that the answer in the end is really to find a way to integrate how we were designed to live and how we are choosing to live, and making that, marriage there. But, we're in a moment in time where we're on a precipice, and there's so many things coming at us. And I was just listening to, more AI, supercomputer, the Earth catastrophe stuff, the climate stuff. Everything is coming at us. And the one thing they all have in common is they're not about us individually. They're about us collectively as human. And so what's amazingly simple to me about this moment in time and clear is the answer to every problem that we're facing isn't what we'll do as an individual to survive, but rather how we'll come together and decide if we want to save everybody, to save humanity itself. Because the stuff that's happening is too big, and we can't be one person out saving the world. We can be one person doing our work. And that's really what I see the answer to all of this is. But what I want to do differently, when I say I want to walk on Survival Road with you, I want to walk in beauty with you on Survival Road, is instead of telling you all about it, I want to show you. So that's my challenge. I already talked way longer than I want to. I hate that I'm like this. So that's my challenge. Can I stop talking and can I show you a little bit of the beauty I've found that will hopefully inspire you to want to find your own or make more of what you already know is real for you. Thank you to those of you who have stepped in. A couple of you stepped in and said, hey, I really want to support you in this process. And I just want to say how much I appreciate that, because most people tell me, go get a job, right? Just go get a job. And what's so hard for me about that is I've had a lot of jobs. I've spent 25 years trying to help people and be productive in the professional world and in the system. And I have nothing to show for it. I have no sense of satisfaction. I have no sense of having accomplished anything. It's just a turf war. It's moving one person to the next spot. It's not about really doing good. And so I stepped away and I stepped back and I'm like, how does this really work? And what I've found in these last years has been profound, and that's what I've been trying to share. But because it's not comfortable and it's still new in our world to talk about these things in a different way, there's a lot of resistance to this. And so there's this idea that you'll be safe if you're in the system. But you know, I was going to show you the statistics on despair and suicide and chronic health and loneliness, and there is no statistic that supports quality of life has any value right now. And if we're going to be alive, it's never made sense to me to try to survive in a system that makes you feel like you want to die almost all the time. That just never made sense to me. So I get that what we do here is never going to be popular, but I don't think that doesn't mean it has no value. And if we look over the course of history, the only things that are valuable, people reject when it's new. And I'm not the only one talking about this. I'm just talking about it in my own way. But that's really what my goal is to do with you, is to stop talking about it, start trying to show you in a beautiful way. And with that, we're going to keep our fingers crossed. We're going to take a deep breath, and I will see you next time on A Perfect Day.